It's Monday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 1050 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam. I hope you're excited for this journey we're about to take, because I'm about to play you songs that have never been heard in the history of time. Well, if you were here yesterday and the day before, you heard them, but you didn't hear them with the lyrics at the bottom, and you get to relive them for the first time with me. I'm very excited about this moment. Now, we had 2 songs yesterday, I think 3 songs the day before or something crazy like that. I don't know. A lot of stuff coming out right now. I hope you guys are here with me each day this week at 3 o'clock. There's a premiere. In fact, right now, if you go to my channel, you will see tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all of the premieres are already lined up for you. All you got to do is hit the notifications on each one. 4 days in a row, 4 brand new songs for you. So excited. So we're going to play through these tunes. I just want to say hi to you guys. Let me quickly get over to the actual page, which, let me see if I can get there. I'm on the back end at the moment, doing a back end situation. It'd be nice if I could just get to the main page, you know. It doesn't ever seem to do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Really? Like, it keeps cycling me back to the same freaking page. I'm like, I want to go back. No, I'm just going to bring you back to that same one. Bang, biggity, boo. All right, here we go. Let me pop this on and say hi to you guys real quick so we can get into this show. No, Zabrowski, you settle down over there. We're in the middle of an intro. You can't not intro the show and then you're there doing a Zabrowski situation. Curtis Long, so good to see you, buddy. It's been a bit. All right, let's see. Holly, guys, we're about to get into it. Kathleen, Kitty Cat, Texas Lady in the house. Bang, biggity boo. So good to see you, Texas Lady. And Trish Killian, kicking it with me from the start. Says Bradley Smith. I'm doing a little Globetrotter situation. I'm going to do a roundabout. I'm taking the shot. Swish. I swished it. You know, it was a half-court shot. Nothing but net. Yeah. When I was out there with LeBron, he's like, yeah, I bet you can't make that one. I was like, really? LeBron? Bang, biggity boo. Swish. It was one of those, you know? Like, oh my goodness, you should have played in the NBA. I know. I should have done it. I just decided not to, you know, last minute. I was just like, nah. I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to make Michael Jordan look bad. You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't have been good. No, I know, Zabrowski, you're up. You know, seriously? Let's go, Matt Zabrowski. Give us woohoo. Start off this Monday right. Bang, biggity boo. Woohoo! You can't, you know? I just don't think you can do any better than that. Oh, you're gonna go better. We're gonna go better than that. What are you gonna do? Where are you? You can do better than that. Guy's a Grammy winner, right? He's dude. Did you bring your Grammys tonight, Zabros? Because they'd love to see, you know. You polish them, and then you just can't wait to hide them and hoard them. Why are you hoarding the Grammy? You know, show it off. It was for my song, you know. You never even bring it to show me. Hey, Mark, thanks for letting me do a woohoo on the end of your song. It got me a Grammy. I can't even get one of those from you. You know, it's tough when you're dealing with creating the song that, you know, created the moment that created a Grammy, essentially, you know, and you don't get to, you know, taste the flavor of the Grammy. You don't get to live the life of a Grammy winner like Zabrosk over there. No, that's cool, dude. I get it. I'll bring it next time, Mark. He's always saying that. No, I know, Joanne, right? Joanne said he said that last week. I know. Joanne's all over it. You know, we got a problem with Joanne. Heart, no good. We put a like a memo out to all of the local marine biologists. If you see any sperm whales, megalodons, that can, have an extra heart they can get rid of. We have like 2 kidneys and we can share a kidney. I think megalodons have like double heart situations. They can give a heart to Joanne. Joanne's going to live a little longer, right? No, yeah, okay, Joe. She wants me to give you the GoFundMe again. I keep giving it, and I keep seeing it go up. Trickle, trickle, trickle. You know what I mean? But what are we going to do? Nobody really loves Joanne. Nobody wants to give it to Joanne. Your last name is Soros. Call your freaking father. We did the test. Paternity situation. We had Maury Povich here. You are the father. We heard him. I was here and I did it, Joanne now, she's trying to milk you guys for a GoFundMe situation. What are we talking about? Okay, Joanne. No, I'm not going to make it shorter. I think it's the perfect length. She keeps telling me that it's too long. It's just a little too long, she says. Anyway, look, here it is. GoFundMe.com/Joanne from the Renaissance Man Show's massively ridiculous heart that needs to be excised and replaced with a megalodon heart or a sperm whale heart immediately before she dies. Bimenin. Remember, you got to put the bimenin in at the end. Leave the last S off for savings. What are we doing, right? No, Zabrosk, I get it. You got things to do, right? We should just call you Things to Do Zabrosk. You take your freaking yoo-hoo, you drop a woo-hoo, and then you're out the door, right? Yeah. No, what's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you cannot exchange your doll hairs for dollars. I'm sorry. We don't do an exchange here for doll hairs. You got the doll hairs because you agreed to it. You read the contract. Contract says it. $500 hairs an episode. You were like, I can't wait. You're there doing it now. I got you the caribous. 4 minutes ago, you got your 30-second caribou. 2 a day. Keep the friggin' Dr. Weaselfouch away, right? Dr. Weaselfouch. Does anybody know what's going on with Dr. Weaselfouch these days? What's the story with this guy? I just really want to know. I got to go to an event tomorrow. How many masks should I plan to bring? Is a backup situation? Do I need just 1 mask? Should I have 2 masks? Bring 474 masks. Dr. Weaselfouch, 474 masks seems like a lot of masks to bring to an event. I think maybe just 1 mask? No, 14 masks. But if I do 14, am I going to be able to eat? What are we doing? No, as soon as you sit down, you could take the mask off. The entire place could take the mask off while they're eating and drinking. This is fine. But when you get up, when you do anything, you go to the bathroom, you stand up and talk. You get up and over the chair. You got to put 4,764 masks. 4,764 masks? What are we doing with that many masks, Dr. Weaselfouch? We're trying to see if we could support China's community and the e-commerce. What? What are we even talking about now, Weaselfouch? I don't know. It's anecdotal. Every freaking thing this guy says. Anecdotal, Fouch. Anecdotal. We started writing a song that it was like, you got an anecdotal, Fauci, yeah. He says to wear 472 masks. You're like, dude, that's a killer tune. It came out in 2024. Back to the Future Mark situation. You didn't know about it. It's one of the songs I write next year. You're like, oh, what song is Mark going to write next? Right? You gotta dog the weasel fancy, yeah. It's actually going to be written for Bruce Springsteen. She could be like, I'm in Jersey. And freaking Springsteen comes out of nowhere, right? He's got Dr. Fauci. I'm in Jersey with Fauci, yeah. I'm like, holy freaking cow. Where did Bruce Springsteen come from, right? He kills it. Triple platinum. Joanne hangs a copy on the wall. She can't wait for the Fauci, track of the year. That's my first Grammy. It's a shame. I wrote 100,000+ songs. They're all on iTunes. The one I get a Grammy for, the Fauci tune for Springsteen. Oh, in Jersey with Fauci. Yeah, I got 460 for Marathon. Freaking Springsteen, killing it, right? You know, when you got a Bruce Springsteen taking your track to like the limits, you know, there's not much better than that, you know. And you tell me, what's better? What's better than that? A Springsteen situation, right? Fauci doing it together. Dr. Weasel Fauci, what did you think when Springsteen came out and he sang the song that I wrote? Oh, it was anecdotal. No, it was freaking not anecdotal at all. That was a real deal situation. Like he went from a low C to a high C in like one split second. And I was like, wow, Springsteen, you did it. That was still anecdotal in my eyes. Now, you can't do an anecdotal situation. You're not a musician. You don't know who you're talking about. You're not a scientist either, I don't think. I don't think you know anything about anything. I think you just say what needs to be said in order to keep pushing the friggin' paper around. Oh, wait, anecdotal Fauci. You're doing an anecdotal Fauci situation, and you know the American people are suffering and dying because of your anecdotalness. You know, like, what are we doing, anecdotal Fauci? I have to continue to be a stroke fear into the people. If you could stoke fear into people, then they will freak out and they will do whatever you want, like wear 7,247 masks. Dr. Weasel Fauci with your freaking mascaroos, right? You know, sometimes you hope for the best, and then you get a Dr. Weasel Fauci situation, you know? Springsteen. Yeah. My first Grammy. I was proud of that one. It's a Zabrowski. That's when he severs ties. He's like, gets jealous that I pull in a Grammy as well. Like, he wanted to be the only Grammy winner in the studio. I'm sorry, buddy. I write 57 songs a night. What do you want me to do about it? One of them is going to hit freaking Grammy. I didn't know it was the Fauci song, you know. That crap song, freaking hack song I wrote, right? I write a hack tune. Number one on the freaking record lists for 6 years. It's the longest running song in history right now. Oh, we're in Jersey with Fauci and Springsteen. Freaking Springsteen even threw his name in it. He was like, I didn't put that in the song. I didn't throw his name in the song. He decided because he didn't write it. He likes to write. And I'm like, no, you can't. And he was like, I'm throwing a Springsteen in there. I'm like, freaking hey, dude. Like, all right. Like, you are Springsteen. I'll give it to you, you know. He didn't want to, he didn't want to lose complete anonymity, you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's my tune and he's just kind of doing a cover. So he wanted to add a little Springsteen-ness to it, you know, which I don't blame. I don't blame him for that, because when you're Springsteen and you're doing it, you know, it just happens, you know. By men and 15 minutes of freaking silliness. That's what we do, Renaissance Man Show. Woo! Is this really day 1050 in a row? We start the show off with a little magic. We start every show off with magic, fam and friends. We're here to create magic. We're here to stop our minds from going down the rabbit hole of deceit, of despair, and to stop believing the lies that are being cast in every single direction we look. Right now, I find if I happen to quickly gaze or glance at a TV for a split second, it's amazing how it immediately is just some freaking lie. And I don't know why this is, but I happen to just turn. They're still talking about the last president. Does anybody understand what's going on here? The current president is horrendous. They don't even talk about it. They want to talk about the last president. Where are we? I do think we are in the Twilight Zone and we are straight up in the Truman Show. I'm going to share with you why. Yesterday I did, but it's concrete now, guys. I'm going to play you 3 songs right now that were created yesterday or 2 days ago. And then I'm going to play you the other ones that were created 3 days ago. We're going to listen to all the songs that are coming up on this album that were just written in 2 days or 3 days, the last 3 days on TikTok. We wrote all these songs. We are in the freaking Twilight Zone. And absolutely in the Truman Show. We are all Truman, by the way. It's not just me. Like, we're all Truman. But I happen to be a character in that world because there is no freaking way. There is just no way that all of this is coming out, but the world is deaf to it and it will never find. There's no way. there's absolutely some sort of audience that knows about it, because there's no way this would be fed through a guy you'll never hear from. There's no way. This is Truman Show situation. Every time I write a new one, I'm like, whew. The whole world would change in a minute if they all heard this song. 35 views. Truman Show. If the whole world heard any of these songs, any of them, the world would change, because they'd come back for more. They'd be like, okay, great. What is next? We're writing 5 more tonight. But nobody will ever find them the way this is going, because it's the freaking Truman Show. I could literally pick anything out of my 1,700 pieces of content, and it will make me laugh, it will make me feel, it will make something happen in that minute, in that moment. None of them have ever gone viral. This is the Truman Show. It is. Because I know you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it, but there's a world outside of this world enjoying it. There's no way it would be fed through me for no one to ever hear it or see it. It's just not possible. That is the impossible that I know of. That makes no sense. 1,050 days in a row of song after song after song, hit, that aren't hits because nobody's ever freaking heard them. But every single one of them is a hit. I'm not trying to be cocky, guys. I live in the moment, and we create a lot of content here. And there's 130 songs on iTunes, and each one of them, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, this song could be a freaking hit. Now, none of them are hits, but they are. I mean, they're catchy, they're hooky. They're the freaking moment. They talk about a society that we're not allowed to speak about. The words come out through song. I'm going to get into it now instead of talk anymore. I apologize for going into that. But I swear we are in the Truman Show. And I thought it when I saw that movie, I was like, I feel like that's me. Like, what are we doing here? And then, like, I'll catch weird things going on my whole life. But this idea that this framework has forced me into action because of a negative world. It's almost like it was planned out. The entirety was planned out to force me into action, to come out here and do this for no one to see it so they can all enjoy it. It seems so clear. Right? You got a freaking, like, Pinocchio situation going on right now. Okay, so I got an idea. What we need to do, because obviously Mark's not doing anything. He's sitting there as a real estate agent. I guess he doesn't like the negativity, but we need to get him. We know what happens. We see the future. We need to get him out and do his thing. I didn't know what my thing was yet. I knew it was a lot of things, but not everything in one. There is a world outside of this world that sees this show every day. So when we look down and we see 15, that's a freaking BS number. It's 15 billion. It's the biggest number in history because what we do here is magical every single day. And magic can't it can't dissipate into nothingness. Magic continues to grow and create more love and light. But if you can't ever see it, then you are freaking in the Truman Show. The world doesn't work that way. Something that's beneficial to all will find. But when they don't, it's because somebody's manipulating it. It's not just the big tech algorithms that we've always thought. It's not that. It's something bigger we can't comprehend. Like we're freaking on a freaking flat, Like I'm looking more and more at stuff I've flown before. I've never seen any, like, I'm looking at flat, we're flying. Like, what are we talking about here? I never thought about it while we're flying, but I don't see any sort of curvature. Like, and I'm up 30,000 feet in the air. What are we talking about right now? Like, why is there a lie anyway? I don't even understand that. And then someone said the other day, well, because if there's other land beyond that we're not allowed to access, freaking like divergent situation. Now I'm like, everything's disclosure. Every single thing ever is disclosure that we see. Every movie, T2 is going to happen. I told you that. We're going to get a T2 situation. They're freaking working on it right now. We're going to have a divergent situation when all of a sudden we wake up and realize we're not where we think we are. And maybe there is something beyond whatever that is, a wall or whatever the freak. And there's a whole other world. Maybe they're tuning into this show every day, laughing at everybody, and even at us. Because they're like, they have no idea. Well, yeah, we know what you're doing, dude. Keep writing. Keep writing songs. Keep making us laugh, because we're enjoying it. We're laughing. This show is straight insanity. This show is straight insanity. I'm starting to put together like what the connection is of all the things. I never really thought about this guy, but he's one of the greatest. So I'm not trying to say I'm like him at all, but just the idea of how I think and work. But this show is like... This show is music being created in the moment that has never been heard. It's like having someone inspirational here. Like I've always joked and said, it's like a Tony Robbins here inspiring you to find the greatest version of yourself. And then I started putting it together. Like, who was the one person who would just go and just let their mind flow while they're out there? Robin freaking Williams would just go. And you'd be like, what the hell? But a lot of stuff he was saying I didn't understand. But like, just the idea of flowing and letting the improv go like this, like what we do here on a daily basis. I don't know, guys. I've never seen it before, but it's just crazy. I love it. And I don't know what I do. I watch it sometimes and I'm like, holy freaking cow, this is so crazy. I'm laughing and crying. I'm crying, laughing sometimes while I'm editing. And I'm like, I can't believe this happened. And then I've stopped for a second. I'm like, no, that's me? That's me doing that? Because I'm entertained. I need to be entertained, and that entertained me. I'm like, holy freaking cow. Oh, shoot, that's me, though. That's weird. I'm laughing at myself. But I said this the other day. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you're done. You can't ever do anything in comedy if you can't even laugh at yourself. Anna, I'm sorry if it's crackling. I'm not sure if it's the track. Hopefully it's not too bad. That's just the way it comes through, unfortunately. This is the one thing. I don't have an engineer. I'm all alone besides Joanne back there with the friggin' Zabrowski file. She's always... she's doing too much filing. Not enough working. Making phone. We want interviews. Joanne, I told you an interview a day keeps the freaking Dr. Weaselfouch away. Just give me one. Hey, 5 minutes. That's all I want. Do you tell people 5 minutes on Renaissance Man Show? Anybody and everybody who has a passion, business, entrepreneurs, singers, comedians, whatever. Just not your father. We don't want to be scaring people away. Holy freaking cow. Freaking Jabba the Hutt showed up. Like, did you bring extra grapes in case your father shows up? You know he's going to expect them. He's this guy now. He's like, his green room expect is like a big pile of organic grapes, the green grapes. The other one he asks for is impossible. He's like, I want Princess Leia. Sorry, you can't get Princess Leia in the green room with you to feed you the grapes. Jabba the freaking Hutt, Soros. I know you want it. I know you're like, I hope that I get it. Stupid freaking Soros. Billionaire from Star Wars. No other investments. He doesn't own anything else. Just stock in his Star Wars characters. He worked a deal out with George Lucas at the beginning. He's like, I want 50% of all the ticket sales. And then, beyond and everything too. So he got a cut, And when George Lucas sold the thing for $4 billion, where do you think some of that bill went? You know what I mean? George Soros. He got it. And now all of a sudden, he's such a smart businessman. Are you kidding me? Typecast for Jabba. Yeah. I know. And sometimes people don't know the full story. Like, we're waiting to see the behind the scenes, like did you know? No, I didn't know. What was it again? Oh, Soros? No, tell me more. What was it? Oh, he played Jabba. He played the freaking, also somehow, played the weird guy with the thing that came around his neck. They had him do that too, but they just put a body double on. So his head was the above thing, so they could just wrap that snake around his freaking neck. That was him as well. Any lizards you saw, that was him as well. Oh. We fired the makeup lady. Why'd you do that? Because we got Soros. Bang, biggity boo! When they got Soros and they're doing it, you know, you can't go wrong with a Soros situation. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, let's get back to it. Tomorrow, I need you guys there at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need you there at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. 3 p.m. Don't forget it. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. If we're there together at 3 p.m., we're doing it, right? Bang, biggity boo. Here's what happens at 3 p.m. This song could literally stop time. Don't you want to stop? What is wrong? You don't want to stop time? You know, sometimes I wonder about you. Like, you just want to go through life without stopping time? Have the opportunity to stop time. And you're like, yeah, that's good. I'm just going to go on my day. I'm going to go to Kohl's. Go to freaking Kohl's. You're going Kohl's? You know what? When you went to Kohl's, did they have a sale 30% off? I guess that was worth it. Whatever. You can watch the replay. I get it. But we'll be there, 3 p.m. If your Kohl's thing doesn't work out, or you get there and the line's too long, you're just like, yeah, come back later. You pick it up, open it up on there on YouTube. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, come in and say we're Renaissance Man. We're doing it. You know what I mean? Because this song right here is stopping the time for everybody else. We're stopping it. Reversing time may be a difficult thing, but maybe we should do that. 1978. That was the year I was put on this planet. Good old 78. 78 Chevy. You know, never had a 78 Chevy. I did have an 86 Ford Escort. I used the Escort in many bits. You may notice it. Like even in the Three's Company movie, I talk about, I said, it's an Escort, 86 Escort. That's my first car. I bring my first car in all the time into freaking bits. You work with all the stuff that you know. Everything I pull is things I know. Like for Leomarco da Vinci, I was Leomarco. So I go to what I know, you know. I was there with Mona Lisa and they killing, you know. Had to kill for that red that week, you know. Killed a family of 4. Murdered them. I'm sorry, I gotta paint the Mona Lisa. She's in town one night only. If I don't, you know, murder you guys and you know, take your blood and then mix off the red that I need to paint her the rouge on the Mona Lisa situation in the background, I mean, I would just not be the Leomarco that I am, you know? Like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough being Leomarco, where they expect so much. Oh, we're commissioning a painting, Leomarco. We need you to do this one lickety split. Lickety. You ordered it red. You got the red color. Like, you know how we get that color? No, you just give me red. I want you to give me the red. Red is not a color you order. Why not? Can't you just go down to Art's Art Supply over there and pick up the red and bring it back? And don't they have thousands of shades over there, Leomarco? But they got a freaking like it's rust. They got like this burnt umber. You got burnt umber. I got to work off of burnt umber. All right. The only way we can do, I got to cut the burnt umber with something that's really, really red. I try beet juice. No, sorry, not even close. Wine, nothing. It's just rinses out. You need to murder a family of 7 when you're doing a Mona Lisa situation, because that one is a commission. It came from higher up. No, Leomarco, we heard a lot about you. We know all about your skills as the one who could paint beautiful landscapes and beautiful portraits with red. God almighty. They want me to do a Dexter situation again? I'm out there. I got the freaking plastic. I'm pulling it out. Leomarco situation. I got the cutlery. I'm laying it out. Oh, no. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, yeah. No, my fans. They're coming. Oh, yeah. Come on in. Let me show you around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just 7 of you. That's good. Constable comes the next day. Leomarco, did you see those 7 patrons? They came to pay respect. No, I didn't see them anywhere. I have no idea what you're talking about, Constable. What? They came to see me? No, I was here painting a freaking Mona Lisa. I don't even know. What are we talking about? Oh, no problem. I'll see you later, Leomarco. I get away with it every freaking time. When you're doing it, and getting away with the Dexter style, You know, that's one of my fondest moments is doing the, you know, the Dexter situation as Leah Marco in order to get those colors, because the people look back now, they're like, oh my goodness, how did they create those colors? Freaking murdered them. What are you talking about? Like, you thinking there was arts didn't supply, there was no supplies, nobody had any burnt umber. You want burnt umber? I got freaking loads of burnt umber for you back there. Like freaking pallets full. You want a pallet of freaking burnt umber? Red? No, I'm sorry. I don't feel like murdering anybody today in order to get you a shade of red. What are we talking? When you're doing it like professionally and someone commissions you, then you can murder. And you're doing it because you were hired. Back then, it was cool. Back then, it's okay. Tammy, where are you? Where's Marge? Where did she go? And then Cliff's gone too. Everybody. But it had to happen. Mona Lisa, we had a commission. When that commission comes in and you're Leah Marco, you better freaking make that rouge. You got to get that color together. Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate. You know, the house was there abandoned for years. You know, terrible story. They were a nice family too. Yeah, enjoy them. They smelled beautiful food. I could always, and this wave, hi neighbor, really great, you know. But I needed to get the Mona Lisa painted, and they were the closest thing, you know. Fresh. You need fresh corpses, you know, get blood. I forgot the constable too. He's like looking, he's like, what's that back there, Leah Marco? I'm like, oh, nothing. There's a friggin' leg hanging out. Oh, that's just a claymation. I was like, oh, that's a mannequin. The guy was like, what's a mannequin? What is a mannequin, Leah Marco? I said, oh, it's something else I created. So, like, you know, it's fake people. It's not real people. Oh, wait, family of 7 that lived next door. No, not there today. And there's a leg hanging out. Okay, see you later, Leah Marco. When you got the respect of the constables, you know what I mean? Then you could you pull the bodies back out because you need to squeegee out in order to get the painting going. You're there. Taking the money later. That's good. You got to wipe the blood off, wash the blood off, you know. So it's a process. It is a process. You know, and this is the crazy thing. I'm saying all this, and I don't like blood. I don't like the idea of blood. It's funny, though, when I joke about it as Leah Marco. It's funny how I could do that. I could joke about it fully without even thinking about what it is I'm joking about. I'm just being funny. But to think about, I never liked and still can't stand the blood. Ugh. Not my thing, right? But anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about, which is stopping time, right? We're like, hey, Mark, why don't you stop time, go back in reverse? 2021. Okay, let's do this as a Casey Kasem piece. We got it, because this is premiering tomorrow. Let's see. I could play it actually here. I have it on the desktop already. Yeah. I already have it right here. Cool. So, 2021 future release. This is a new program from Casey Kasem. I don't know if you guys heard Casey's Future Releases. We're here every single day, dropping a future release for you. So make sure you tune in. Candace, where's my friggin' coffee? Yeah, that's right. You better not talk back, Candace. You've friggin' been doing this for 37 years. You kept Casey Kasem. Yeah, that's right. What? No, we're live? You just cut it out after. Friggin' for the love of God. What? So we're doing future casts. I don't know. I remember that there's a whole thing with Casey Kasem where he freaked out at like his admin or something. He's like throwing records. It's nuts. I got to find that clip. He's dropping F-bombs though. We don't really do that here. So anyway, back to it here. 2021 future releases coming out the end of the month. Casey Kasem, and this is Stop Time. Woo! It's a freaking Renaissance man show. We're taking it to the limit. You know what I mean? So, fam and friends, until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Bradley, Sid, Cog, my brother Rob, you rock, brother. Kibo, Lady Blue, Uck, and Wesley Johnson. Always awesome seeing you, Wesley. Coming in here at the end. I love it. Juniper may be kicking it with us too. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. And I just want to say hi to anybody else that may be watching. If you are somewhat lurking tonight, just know that we love you. And you don't have to participate in the chat in order to be a part of this family. Just show up and be a part of the family. Feel the love I send to you. And understand that it's the only real thing I know in this world. Everything else seems to be manufactured by some sort of higher power that's not the higher power. But I truly believe that the words, the songs, the intention of this show comes from the higher power. And so whatever you call that higher power, I love that higher power like you do. And together we will bring each other closer to the higher power, back to the truth of this universe, which is that you, me, everyone, we're all from the same creator, the same source. We go back to it at the end. Therefore, we are brothers and sisters. We are not enemies. We never have been. Every single time that's been pushed on us, it's because somebody told you that was the way it was. It's not true. In fact, I know that because when you're a kid, you love everybody, right? What changes? You start listening to people. Indoctrination. Oh, you can't hang out with that person. That person's not right for you. Did you hear what that guy did? What she did? Did you see everything's created by man. The human spirit wants to love. The human spirit wants to connect. They've systematically learned how to extinguish that side of us and keep us distracted, keep us on our toes, keep us suspecting everybody around us instead of loving and trusting everyone around us. Now, I know you can't trust everybody around you, but you can keep your heart open. Because closing your heart because somebody wrongs you is letting them win. You need to keep your heart open. Don't lose that part of the innocence you were born with. And I'll tell you what, if you find yourself now having a hard time getting there, it's not too late. Just show up here more often. That heart will freaking open up. I guarantee it. So until tomorrow, fam and friends, when we do it all over again, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Got to go away, yeah. You got to go away, go away. Have a great night, fam. See you tomorrow.